What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Playmaker Way with the playbook, and y'all read the title, man. How to trade news. Now, if it's your first time on the channel, welcome. I appreciate you giving this video a chance. Make sure to hit that bell and sub button because we don't just post weekly content like this, but we post trade breakdowns, trading tip videos, trading plan videos, trading psychology videos, and most importantly, we live stream a live trade every day, London session 3 a.m. EST on this very same channel. We also have a free signal, free Telegram. There's the first link in the description. This is how we did last month, October. We caught a total of 157,608 pips, 125,674 strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. In the month 32.5, giving us an 86% win rate. Now, this is how we did last quarter. July, we went 34 wins, 3 losses. August, we took 45 wins, 7 losses. And in September, we took 27 wins, 4 losses, catching 105,389 pips July, 219,708 pips in August, and 16,634 pips in September, giving us a total of 341,731 pips caught, 323,385 strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. In the quarter, 106 wins, 14 losses, giving us an 88% win rate. Every trade posted has the date, the time the trade was posted, my personal entry, SL, TPs, how many people viewed or entered the trade, reactions, and of course those TPs getting hit. So make sure to go ahead and check that out. Now let's get straight into this video. So as you can see right here, this was Friday, January 5th, and we're on gold. And this was a huge sell to the downside. So first, I'm going to show you the footage of us in the trade and how price reacted during the news event. Resistance, we can see sales continue to the downside. What the, look at gold. Gold just dropped like crazy. GJ still holding a level of support. GA still flying up. Like I said, I'm still holding GA. GA looks like it's about to try to push up. Somebody was in the London session live earlier asking about gold in the news. And again, this is another example of just following the flow of price. Like when we look at gold right here, again, we've been talking about sales all week, especially after Tuesday. We see price fail to make higher highs. We see a low. We see price continue to treat support levels as resistance. So is it a shock that price is tanking right now? No, right? We was talking about sales. It's not a shock that price is tanking right now. So this trade was a huge 1 to 5 risk reward setup. So that means whatever I risked, I made 5 times that amount. So if I risked $100, I made $500. If I risked $1,000, I made $5,000 off this one trade alone. So we're going to break down the rules to news, how to go about trading news, and why I took this setup. So the first thing we got to do is break down how news works. First, we're going to talk about this candlestick right here. This was the 8:30 candlestick, as you can see. And when we go to Friday, January 5th, we had news at 8:30 for both Canada and the USD pairs. We had non-farm employment, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings. And then you also see at that exact time how price tanked to the downside, spiked, and then reversed back up. So first, you got to understand how price works, especially during news. Now, price only does one of 2 things. It can either go down or it can either go up. So with news events, 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10 is going to continue to follow the trend and flow of price. So if you do not understand how to identify the trend, pause this video and watch this video that just popped up on the top left or top right of your screen. This video is going to break down how to identify the trend, because you cannot do anything without understanding how to identify the trend. It is very, very, very important. So when we look at price right here, we're on the daily time frame. We can see that we had a nice clear uptrend here, right? Clear higher highs getting made, clear higher lows. That price would spike this level, did a reversal, came back up with the bullish momentum, and then again failed to make a higher high and failed to make higher lows. Price started breaking support levels and treating them as resistance, which is why you see these wicks. These candlesticks were showing that price was green, but rejected levels and started pushing to the downside. So instead of seeing a higher low, we saw a low. So since we see price rejecting levels to the downside, that is what is indicating me to look for a sell setup and assuming price is going to drop during the news event. So since I understand that I'm looking for sales, now all I have to do is identify and mark off my key price levels like you see right here. And then I have to wait for price to break the next support level and treat it as a resistance. So before we hit this play button, I have to give this disclaimer out. As long as it's at least 2 to 1 hours before the news pops off, so it's 3 hours plus before the news event pops off, it is safe to enter and take the trade. Of course, every trade has risk, but if it's like an hour before the news pops off, that's when things become a little bit higher risk, because that's when you see those fake outs, price start to range, and then do, pumps up and down. So if you see the setup, your rules and confirmations are met hours before the news event, do not be scared. Go for a good risk reward setup, and of course don't over leverage, and just gonna do what you got to do, right? But if it's like an hour, especially 30 minutes before the news event, I highly recommend waiting until the news ends and waiting at least 30 to the next hour for you to look for a setup and enter a trade on that chart, right? But we see right here, price slowly breaking this level. So once I saw price break this level, I waited to see how this candlestick closed and waited to see if price could continue to hold this level from a support from a support to a resistance. Because last time price broke this level, you see it failed to hold as resistance. So now I'm going to patiently wait to see if price can hold it as resistance this time. And if it can, I'm going to go for a sell, which is what we see exactly right here. Price retested, boom, 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 retraced a little bit right before the news event, and then you saw that huge spike to the downside. So this is what I mean. Look what price did right before the news event. It did a retracement up, but then as soon as news started, tanked to the downside. That was that first fake out. Then after the news event ended, what happened? Price wicked, retraced back up. I bet you people was looking for sells after price tanked during the news event, and guess what price did? It reversed back to the upside. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, why you want to enter a trade a few hours beforehand if the confirmations are met. But it was like an hour before the news event, just patiently wait to see how price reacts. And this would have saved you from taking an unnecessary loss. It's literally that simple, y'all. If we're in a downtrend, price is going to majority continue to go down 60, 70, 80, 90% of the time. If we're in an uptrend, price is going to continue to go up 60, 70, 80, 90% of the time. But you have to patiently wait for your confirmations and drop key price levels to give you a higher likelihood of price going in your favor. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, comments, concerns you may have. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, join a free signal room, free Telegram. If you're interested in learning how I identify these levels, my signal room service, mentorship from me personally, hit those links in the description. But before you make a decision, let me tell you a little bit about those details. So the advanced play signal room, we trade Tokyo session exclusively with the members. We trade London session and then New York. Just like the Sunday chart analysis I drop in the free signal room, I drop one every day during New York session called the New York Price Watch List. This is where I go over the trades we took during Tokyo session, London session, and possible sales going into New York. I don't just say we're looking for buys or looking for sells. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, and then I take it a step further and go over key price points to look for entries and exits on. As you can see here, I call this signal. You see I'm walking y'all through what's going on with the trades we're in. I'm giving y'all updates to what I talked about in the New York Price Watch List. And then of course you see me showing y'all screenshots to visually show y'all what's going on behind the scenes, or what I see on my end behind the scenes. All right, we also have exclusive live streams that we go live during New York news events at least twice a week. And just like the London session lives, if you missed the live, they're recorded and posted in here so you can watch them when you get a chance. You have access to over 500 videos of daily chart analysis and weekly live streams. And in fact, you have access to even the ones last year in 2022. Then there's also the pinned messages like the account size key, the student and member group chat, and much more. Now I also have the course, of course. The course doesn't just teach you my trading strategy, it also teaches you how to read the charts, because that's what I teach y'all. You saw I had no indicators, no trend lines. It's simply just market flow and trading and entering and exiting off key price levels. Now all the stuff that I just went over, you get access to all that stuff in the course channel. So that way, not only do you have the step-by-step playbook of how to look and read any chart at all times, but you have ongoing chart analysis, ongoing education for life. Now I also have one-on-one sessions. One-on-one sessions also comes with access to the advanced play signal room and the student member group chat. That way you can earn while you learn, but then you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded an hour long. But you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded and are an hour long, and they're sent to you the same day. Those are yours to keep for life. So if you're interested in that, hit those links in the description. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram at playmaker_way. Also make sure to follow me on there, and TikTok _playmakerway_. I post daily on both pages. And I'll see y'all next time I'm live or next time I post a video. Peace. We out.